Papaya might not look like a collagen food at first, but its value lies in digestion. Ripe papaya contains papain, a natural proteolytic enzyme that helps break proteins into absorbable amino acids. As we age, stomach acid and digestive enzymes can drop a bit, and supporting protein breakdown can be the difference between "I ate well" and "my tissues actually received what I ate." Enjoy a cup of ripe papaya on an empty stomach in the morning or as a snack between meals. Squeeze a little lime over the top and let it do quiet work for your gut. The fruit also brings vitamin C, essential for the enzymes that knit new collagen strands. If you're allergic to latex, be cautious. Papaya can cross-react in some people. And stick to ripe, fresh papaya. Heat can inactivate papain, and heavy syrups in canned fruit don't serve your goals. Let's talk about chicken skin, a food many of us were taught to discard. Prepared thoughtfully, it's a dense source of type 1 collagen plus elastin and glycosaminoglycans that help tissues hold water. Useful for joint lubrication and skin hydration. The method matters as much as the ingredient. Skip deep frying, which generates advanced glycation end products that are hard on collagen, and instead slow roast or gently bake skin-on chicken at moderate heat until the skin is tender and the fat has rendered. Better yet, cook skin-on pieces and then pull the meat for soups and salads while saving the cooked skin and rendered fat to flavor a pot of vegetables or a pan of mushrooms. Keep portions modest. Chicken skin is calorie-dense, and balance it with plenty of fiber-rich plants to support healthy lipids. If you're managing cholesterol or cardiovascular disease, check in with your healthcare team about the right serving size for you. Bone broth earns its spot not because it's trendy, but because long-simmering coaxes collagen, gelatin, and cartilage-derived compounds like glucosamine and chondroitin into the pot. A well-made broth sets softly in the fridge. That jiggle signals gelatin content. To make it, cover a mix of joint-rich bones, knuckles, feet, wings, or marrow bones, with cool water, add a splash of vinegar to help mineral release, bring just to a simmer, and hold it there, barely trembling, for 12 to 24 hours, skimming foam early and adding aromatics near the end so they stay bright. Strain, chill, and peel off any hard fat cap if you prefer. Sip a warm cup in the morning, use it as the base for vegetable soups, or cook grains in it for extra body. Mind the sodium if you're watching blood pressure, season lightly, and add salt bowl by bowl. Commercial broths vary widely, so read labels and favor short ingredient lists without flavor enhancers if homemade isn't feasible. Broth isn't a cure, but as a daily, gentle input, it supports comfort, especially when combined with a walking routine and simple calf pump exercises that help venous return from the lower legs. Last is liver, the most nutrient-dense food on today's list. A small weekly portion, think 1 to 2 ounces of chicken or beef liver, delivers vitamin A, copper, zinc, and a surprising amount of glycine, all of which participate in collagen maintenance and tissue repair. The key is dose and frequency. Too much liver can overshoot vitamin A needs, which isn't safe, especially for people on certain medications or with liver disease. Keep portions small, blend minced cooked liver into a batch of chili or bolognese, or spread a thin layer of pâté on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon. If you're on blood thinners, managing hemochromatosis, or pregnant, consult your clinician first. Tailored advice matters here. If liver's a non-starter for you, you can cover similar cofactors with a varied diet. Eggs, shellfish, beans, nuts, seeds, and colorful produce, paired with the other collagen-supportive foods we've discussed. These 6 foods work best inside a larger pattern that respects how collagen is built and protected. Aim for steady protein throughout the day, roughly 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily for many older adults, adjusted with your clinician if you have kidney disease, so your tissues have raw materials when they need them. Anchor that protein with abundant vitamin C-rich plants, citrus, kiwi, berries, bell peppers, broccoli, and leafy greens. Use olive oil, nuts, and seeds for healthy fats that support cell membranes, and drink water regularly so cartilage retains hydration. Protect your collagen by limiting high-sugar, ultra-processed foods that drive glycation and favor cooking methods that avoid charring. Move your joints through comfortable ranges every day. Short walks after meals, gentle strength work 2 to 3 times a week, and calf raises or ankle circles while you boil the kettle. These are small deposits that compound over time. Sleep is repair time. Prioritize a consistent schedule and a cool, dark room so your tissues can do night shift work. Safety always deserves a final word. If you have gout, advanced kidney disease, heart failure, or you're on anticoagulants, steroids, or retinoids, ask your healthcare professional how to personalize these ideas. If you notice swelling that's sudden, one-sided, or paired with redness, warmth, or shortness of breath, seek urgent care. Those can be warning signs unrelated to routine collagen decline. If knee pain locks, clicks, or swells dramatically after minor activity, you may need imaging or targeted rehab rather than more collagen in the cup. Nutrition supports healing, but it doesn't replace an accurate diagnosis. Now, how might this look in a week of real meals? In the morning, sip a cup of lightly salted bone broth and follow it with oatmeal cooked in half broth, half water, topped with berries for vitamin C. Mid-morning, stir a spoonful of plain gelatin into hot tea. Lunch could be a big salad with olive oil and lemon, flaked sardines, cherry tomatoes, and olives. In the afternoon, enjoy ripe papaya with a squeeze of lime. Dinner might be slow-roasted, skin-on chicken thighs alongside garlicky greens and whole grains cooked in broth. Once a week, fold a small amount of minced cooked liver into a tomato sauce for pasta or a pot of chili shared over 2 or 3 meals. Walk for 10 minutes after your main meals, do a set of calf raises at the sink while you wash up, and elevate your legs for a few minutes in the evening to assist venous return. None of this requires perfection. Collagen health responds to consistency, small, repeated inputs that nudge your tissues toward resilience. Give it a few weeks and pay attention not just to what you see in the mirror, but to how your legs feel on the stairs, how your knees warm up in the first 5 minutes of a walk, and whether nighttime cramps visit less often. If you're already doing parts of this, you're further along than you think. Keep going. Adjust to your taste and needs, and let food be a practical ally for stronger joints, steadier steps, and more comfortable days. If you're over 60 and noticing puffy ankles at the end of the day, knees that complain on the stairs, or a stubborn tingling that makes your legs feel older than your spirit, you're not alone, and you're not broken. Much of what you're feeling traces back to the connective tissues that hold you together, collagen networks in your skin, joints, tendons, and even the flexible lining of your blood vessels. Collagen is the body's scaffolding, tensile, springy, and quietly hardworking. We naturally make less of it with age, and the collagen we do have becomes more fragmented. That shift shows up on the surface as fine lines and slackness, but deeper down it can mean stiffer joints, reduced shock absorption, and veins that don't return blood as efficiently from the lower legs. The good news is that while we can't turn back the clock, we can support collagen turnover and the tissues that depend on it with consistent nutrition and gentle daily habits. Today we'll talk about 6 practical foods, simple, affordable, and time-tested, that fit into most kitchens and can help your body maintain the scaffolding it relies on. Gelatin, sardines, papaya, chicken skin prepared the right way, long-simmered bone broth, and small amounts of liver. Along the way, I'll explain why they matter, how to use them, and where to be cautious, so your choices are evidence-guided and safe. Let's start with the foundation. Collagen is built from amino acids, especially glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, plus vitamin C and trace minerals that act as cofactors for collagen-forming enzymes. Your body takes in proteins, breaks them into amino acids, and then reassembles those building blocks where they're needed. That means 2 things are true at once. First, total protein intake across the day matters. Second, some foods naturally supply collagen or its key amino acids in forms your body can use efficiently. None of these foods are magic bullets, and they won't replace targeted medical care when that's needed, but integrated into a balanced diet they can support joint comfort, skin integrity, and healthy circulation, especially when paired with movement, sleep, and smart hydration. Gelatin is a logical place to begin. Think of gelatin as collagen that has been gently cooked so its long fibers loosen into smaller pieces your gut can handle easily. It's rich in glycine and proline, the same building blocks your ligaments and cartilage crave. A teaspoon or two of plain, unflavored gelatin stirred into warm water. Tea or coffee is a simple daily ritual. It thickens slightly as it cools, but when whisked into hot liquid it disappears and leaves only silkiness. You can also bloom gelatin in cool water and fold it into homemade fruit gels sweetened lightly with mashed berries. Choose plain gelatin without artificial colors or sweeteners, and treat it like a supplement to, not a substitute for, balanced meals. If you're taking medications, especially anticoagulants, or you have a history of kidney stones or specific metabolic conditions, ask your clinician whether concentrated collagen peptides or gelatin fit your plan. Most people tolerate them well, but individualized care always wins. Next up are sardines, the small oily workhorses of the sea. Because you're typically eating the whole fish, skin, tiny bones, and connective tissue, you're getting natural type 1 and type 3 collagen alongside calcium, vitamin D, and marine omega-3 fats that help calm low-grade inflammation. Those omega-3s also support the endothelium, the slick inner lining of your blood vessels, which in turn helps microcirculation in the lower legs. Practical matters first. Look for sardines packed in olive oil or water, not refined seed oils. Rinse briefly if you prefer a lighter flavor, and try them warm on whole grain toast with lemon, capers, and herbs, or flaked into a tomato garlic sauce over pasta with a side salad. If you live with gout or manage high uric acid, oily fish can be part of a plan, but talk with your clinician about portions and frequency. Purines in fish can matter for some people. For most older adults, 2 to 3 modest servings a week is a realistic rhythm that delivers collagen-rich tissues and heart-smart fats.